We're going to do this video a little different than we used to. What we're looking at is the top 10 best frames to buy and the top 10 best frames to sell in the month of July 2023. These prices are going to be the median prices from the PC side of the Warframe market. That means you will be able to buy these for less and you will be able to sell them for more. Starting with the best sells, we have Limbo Prime at 150 Platinum. Limbo's price has gone up since he's last been farmable, and it wasn't too long ago. I do actually expect his price to continue to climb. So you could hold on to him and wait a little bit longer for his price to keep increasing, or you can go ahead and sell him now. Next we have Mesa Prime, also at 150 Platinum. Mesa, like Limbo, was also farmable not too long ago, and I also expect her price to climb. Next we have Mirage Prime for 165 Platinum. Mirage is back this month with Banshee Prime in Prime Resurgence, so we can definitely expect her price to be dropping. Meaning that throughout this month, it's probably going to get harder to sell a Mirage. And my ultimate advice is if you can't sell her for a good price, just hold on to her, wait a couple of months, her price will start to climb back up. Moving on, we have Frost Prime and Necros Prime, both for 175 Platinum. Both of these frames have not been farmable for a while. And between the two, I'd say Necros is a lot more popular in trade chat. So if you have a set, absolutely sell it. Moving on, we have Mag Prime for 180 Platinum. Mag has not been farmable for a while, and is typically a much better frame than people give her credit for. It has been a long time since Mag has been farmable, so if you have any sets, I definitely recommend selling these now. Next, we have Loki Prime for 200 Platinum. Loki was last farmable January 5th to February 2nd, 2023, which means we can expect to see Loki's price continue to climb. Either way, he is a good frame to sell right now. Now we have Volt Prime for 205 Plat. I absolutely recommend selling a Volt right now, because when TennoCon comes around towards the end of August, Barokatir is going to be coming back with all of Volt's relics, and you could expect a lot of people to be buying these relics, to be collecting a lot of Volt sets, and ultimately that's going to bring the price down a little bit. So now is actually the best time for you to be selling Volt Prime sets. Next we have Saren Prime for 217.5 Plat. It has been a long time since Saren has been farmable, so we can expect her to be coming back around with any of the upcoming Prime Resurgences. Now is definitely a good time to be selling Saren sets. And finally, the best frame for you to sell right now is Vauban Prime at 235 Plat. Vauban was last farmable from February 2nd to March 2nd of 2023. Now, even though Vauban is the most expensive frame at the moment, because he was recently farmable, we can still expect his price to continue to climb. So it's up to you whether you want to sell him now and make a good amount of plat, or if you want to hold on to him for even longer and make even more plat. Now let's look at the top 10 best frames to buy. Starting off, we have Nezha Prime at 107.5 plat. It's been over a year since Nezha Prime has been farmable, and since last month, his price has been slowly going up. Nezha is a great frame, and if you don't have him for yourself, now is a good time to buy him. If you're considering stocking up on Nezha sets to sell later, I don't know how much time you're going to have, because it has been a while since Nezha's been farmable, so we can expect him to come back anytime soon. Next, we have Baruch Prime at 105 Plat. Baruch was just released into the game not too long ago, meaning he has a lot of time left to farm. So we can actually expect Baruch's price to continue to drop throughout the rest of the year. Moving on, we have Oberon Prime, also for 105 Plat. Oberon was last farmable December 1st, 2022 to January 5th, 2023. Now, with how recent Oberon's been farmable, I don't expect him to come back around for the rest of the year, meaning there is potential for you to buy a bunch of his sets now and wait for his price to increase to sell later. Next, we have Hildryn Prime for 102.5 Plat. Hildryn is still currently farmable, and we can expect her price to continue to drop. If your goal is to collect a bunch of Hildryn Prime sets to sell later, I would recommend just farming her now and stocking up on those sets months from now. Next, we have Nidus Prime for 102.5 Plat. Nidus is also still farmable. If you don't have a Nidus Prime set for yourself, now is a good time to buy one. And Nidus doesn't have a lot of time left to farm, so if you do want to start stocking up on Nidus sets, now is a good time. Moving on, we have Atlas Prime for 100 Platinum. Atlas was last farmable February 2nd to March 2nd, 2023, meaning he's probably not coming back for a while, and we can probably expect his price to continue to climb. So if you need an Atlas Prime set for yourself, now is a good time to pick one up. Next up, we have Gara Prime for 100 Platinum. Gara was last farmable March 15th, 2023, and has started increasing a little bit in price. Her price is likely only going to continue to climb. So if you want a Gara Prime set, now is the time to get her. Moving on, we have Garuda Prime for 97.5 Plat. Garuda is still farmable, and although she's a really good frame, she's not really talked a lot about by the community. Meaning, even though it would be a good time to stock up on Garuda sets, she's probably going to take a really long time to increase in price and be at a point where she's worth selling. Next, we have Inaros Prime for 97.5 plat. Inaros was just recently farmable with Prime Resurgence, so his price is probably only going to continue to climb. If you need an Inaros set for yourself, now is a really good time to get one. And last up, we have Haro Prime at 90 plat. Haro is currently farmable, but will wind up vaulted before the end of this year. His low price on the market is the lowest I have ever seen any Warframe ever, which on one hand means you could stock up on tons of them, but on the other hand means, how much plat are you going to possibly make off the cheapest Warframe in the entire game? Either way, there has never been a better price for a Warframe if you are a brand new player or you don't have a Haro Prime for yourself. Now, if any of you want the full price list of Warframes with all their low prices, medium prices, high prices, and the range between them, you guys can find that on my Patreon, along with tons of other bonuses that not only do I wish I had when I was a brand new player, but I still use even as a player that has basically everything in this game done. On top of that, we have weekly coaching sessions for all Patreons, where I've been able to help every Patreon increase the amount of platinum that they make. So if you want to get the most out of Warframe, save time, and look good doing it, come join our community. Links in description.